friends, my name is Michelle Renee, but everybody calls me Giggles, and I'm here with my friend Taylor.
Hi.
The reason why this video is super late is because we had a really difficult show to do, which was crazy, and it ate up a bunch of our time. And yeah, but now we're finally getting to the 6K Q&A, so thank you so much everybody who asked a bunch of questions. I haven't read any of them. I've sent them all to a friend who's compiled them in this list. And no, don't just spoil her.
Sorry, I didn't make the list.
Also, wait,
I sit on my foot.
Go for it. I introduced you, but Hello? They should hear you introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Taylor. Go watch the previous videos that
she's been in.
I've been in.
Taylor, it's family time.
I know, but John Loperino texted me.
John Loperino? Okay. My goodness. What did he say?
It's private information.
Oh my gosh. Every time he texts me, she's like, what did he say? What did he say? What did he say? Why John Loperino?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, ask me a question. Taylor will be reading your guys' questions. Ask me.
Okay, you want me to say the people's names?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Like, I'm just reading. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Adam Garcia asks, why are you so awesome?
That's it? I don't know. Thank you for thinking I'm awesome. I don't know. I just try. That's it. I don't know how to answer that question.
Next
it's
question.
Silly. Yeah.
Cake-faced horror asks, what would be your dream role in voice acting or on stage? Oh, that's a hard one for you.
You don't know. You don't know me. I'm just kidding.
No, especially on stage.
Actually, I think it's
our wine.
Oh yeah, we're having apple wine. Woo! Yeah, wine made from actual Apple products, like the phone company.
Like Apple.
Wait. So it's like kind of a 2-question thing. It said voiceover and
voice acting or on stage.
Okay. Oh my gosh. So on stage, what do you think I'm gonna say, Taylor? I already have my answer, but what do you think I'm gonna say?
Christine Daae.
Why no? Why Christine Daae?
I
mean, she'd be cool, but I don't know. I'd rather be Carlotta in Phantom. I want to be Joanna Barker in Sweeney Todd, and also Lydia Dietz in Beetlejuice.
Oh. Now I just feel dumb.
No, it's okay. And also Phoebe Dysquith from A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. Those are like my favorites. It's oh my gosh, she would love Gentleman's Guide. For voice acting, I don't typically get cast as villains, as bad guys. So if there's like a kid show, like if there's like a little Hansel and Gretel cartoon, I'd like to be the witch that's trying to get them. I'd want to be like a bad guy in like a kid's TV show. I'd want to be an antagonist to children because I like eating them.
I love that for you.
Thank you.
Next question.
Yes.
Thank you, Cake-faced horror, for that one. Overdrive asks, will you and MrCreepyPasta voice over the second Lily Mad Whip?
Yes, we are. We are going to do that. We decided it a long time ago when we were talking to the author William Delphin. He's already been doing it. I'm sure a lot of you guys know. And after the first one, MCP was telling me, he was like, hey, we're going to have you do the second one. We're going to have like a hiatus in between
MCP,
them.
I love that.
MrCreepyPasta.
Yeah.
Well, I used to call him Mr. Pasta. I didn't want to.
The creepiest sound.
Yeah, okay. Totally. But yes, we're doing that.
Tyler Grosso,
either one.
asks,
sure.
What's your favorite type of star?
Oh, my favorite type of star. Okay, so you know
Hollywood.
No. So you know how there's a lot of different stars. You do the regular 5-pointed one like that, or you do the asterisk, and I really like the asterisk. But my favorite star, you can tell I've thought a lot about this, is the Star of David. That's my favorite star.
Aww.
It's the Jewish star.
That's like kind of nice.
Yeah, it's like it would be nice to put that on top of a Christmas tree to celebrate Hanukkah and Christmas. I've thought a lot about this. So what my favorite kind of star is. Thanks for asking.
Thank you, Tyler, for that one.
That was beautiful.
Okay, Salty Player asks, does MrCreepyPasta pay you for your voice acting there?
Yes and no. Like he pays me sometimes. It depends like what's going on, because sometimes I'm okay with not getting paid necessarily because it's voice work for a friend. But every now and then, like he'll be like, "Hey, I'm gonna give you a little something." But it's like I don't know. It just depends on what's going on.
I'll buy you dinner.
Oh yeah, that's happened before. He'll be like, hey, when I'm in town, I'm gonna buy you food, and I'm like, okay. So
I'm so sorry if I get your names wrong. I don't know.
She says that to everyone. I'm just kidding.
Recontrex. 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 I don't know.
Drop a rhyme.
Asks. Okay. Have you accepted Bagel Bowl as your Lord and Savior?
Bagel bowl?
I have no idea
what the heck is that? I would eat it, but I wouldn't say it's my savior unless I was like dying in the wilderness and
Lost
and there was
in the wilderness.
But in that case, I would just put it on a oh my gosh, it would just be what's the word? Communion. That's the word. I would have it in communion because Jesus is my Lord and Savior. So I would dedicate bagel
maybe
bread
there's
to
bagels in the bowl for communion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe that's what they mean.
I would dedicate it to communion.
So yeah. What? Okay.
What?
Fred Gomez asks, why are you so pretty? Voice and face-wise.
I don't know.
I'd say her parents are very good looking.
Yeah, well, my mom is. My mom's in the other room. Hey, Mom?
What?
Okay, never mind. Thank you, and I don't know, God.
I don't know, God. I don't know, God.
I don't know, God.
Okay. Anyways.
Too much wines.
Anime Angel BSR asks, do you write your own stories? Wait, there's a lot of this.
Okay,
so the first one is, do you write your own stories?
Wait, let's take it one at a time.
Okay. Do you write your own stories?
Do I write my own stories? I do write my own stories, but in terms of creepypasta, for the most part, I get a lot of them off of Reddit, No Sleep, and other places. And in a
Team No Sleep!
You read that?
No. I just am Team No Sleep.
Why are you in this video? I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
I'm just gonna take a sip of my wine.
I'm on Team No Sleep in multiple ways. But typically, sometimes someone sends me a story and they're like, hey, if you like my story, can you like narrate it? Like, I'll give you permission, and if I like it, I'll be like, yeah, I'll narrate your story. What to do? But and even rarer than that, I will write a creepypasta, but for the most part, in terms of creepypasta, I don't write my own stories. I write original stuff. That is not always creepypasta. Next.
Wait, so you do write your own stories?
Well, yeah, but I think they might be asking about the creepypasta, because that's like my main thing on the channel, is the narration, so I didn't want to confuse people and take credit for a bunch of other authors' stories.
Yeah, right? You're like, yeah, I write all of them.
Yeah, I write my own, but the ones I've been narrating lately have not been my own.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for my daughter who has become part of the drama club at school?
Oh, wow! Whoa! Thespian!
This is still part of the same question, I think.
Okay.
She was part of a play called She Kills Monsters.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah, it's a D&D one.
But now she is trying out for the musical Rent. I love
in
Rent.
middle school, or how old did they say?
It didn't say.
Oh wow, I was thinking like.
And then what will be your next play or musical? So advice for her daughter first.
Advice. Oh man. So Taylor's really the one you want to ask advice for, because she's the more seasoned performer.
Yeah, but
Taylor's been like performing since she was like a kid. I've only been performing since I was like 18, at least for stage. Although I love She Kills Monsters. That's such a good play. That's so good. It's about D&D. If you read it, you would laugh at it, because like you don't have to be a D&D person to read it and like understand the jokes and like laugh about it. You would have a whole different perspective on it because you don't play it, so you would be laughing the whole way through. But it's a really great play, and Rent is good. I'm not the biggest fan of Rent, but it's a good musical.
I like that show.
Taylor loves Rent. Advice, I would say probably. Hold on, I'm gonna need a little.
Stop. I am not the more seasoned performer here.
You are.
Because I've been in more shows.
That means seasoned.
Just a little salt.
Yeah, we just stayed at Red Robin's and we both like that seasoning. Okay, advice. I have this. We have this.
I'd say
you
just
go first.
Honestly have fun, because I actually wasn't in drama club in school. Like I assume this is like high school.
Yeah,
it could be middle school or high school.
I thought middle school for some reason, but then Rent, I was like, it has to be high school.
Yeah, it could be high school. If it's high school, like I actually didn't I wasn't in the drama club until my senior year, and I still didn't even take the class. I just auditioned for the musical. So I know I didn't I wasn't in drama club, but I would say just have fun with it, and you'll make a ton of friends because
I think that's pretty solid.
Are really cool.
I mean, I would say with along with having fun with it, like, you know, there's going to be times when you nail it and you get the character you want, and there's going to be a lot more times when you don't get the character and you're just like, oh my gosh, why did I not get this? And like, I think the biggest piece of advice that comes to my head right now with all the wine is be patient, because, you know, you're not always going to get exactly what it is, but whatever you get, it's still good experience. It's a different adventure. You learn something from every production you can do.
Every production and every audition.
Yeah.
You learn something new.
Every audition, even if you don't want to be in that play necessarily, it might be good to invest an audition time for. Whoa, did that?
I say do as many auditions as you can.
Yeah.
Because you get that audition experience, and then
auditioning itself is a skill, which is different in a way from performing in the show. It's way different. So I would say be patient, go for the auditions, and have fun with it, you know.
And I'd say if you're really, really down to just invest, then just become president of the drama club. Become secretary.
Cast yourself in all the productions.
I don't think you can do that, but
I don't know.
But yeah, become president, secretary. You know, the secretary is the scribe. The treasurer. You know, like I wish I was more invested.
I wish I did theater more in high school. I think that's already a really great head start.
That is,
because
especially Rent. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Rent is definitely a big main stage type show. So that's like, if you go for it and you get it, you have it on your resume for like forever.
Let us know where it is. Maybe we'll.
No,
come check it out.
No, if they're like in New York, we're not gonna fly all the way out to New York. We don't got money for that.
I mean, starving actors over here.
Right? Yeah.
All right, and then what will be your next play or musical?
Dude, I have no idea. So right now, like, our professor and acting mentor, or I guess now he's more of our mentor than our professor. So I've been bugging him for Sweeney Todd in the summer because, you know, I want to be Joanna, and we were supposed to do it last summer and we didn't. So now this summer's coming up and we're like, John, or rather I'm like, John, come on, Sweeney Todd. But then he keeps asking me about Be More Chill, and I'm like, oh yeah, I would go for that too. So if it's going the ideal route for me, I would like to do one of those. Oh shoot. But then Thousand Oaks is doing Twisted by Star Kid, and I would love to be Sherazade or something in that. And that's going on.
I've never
Excuse
heard
me
that show.
before. It's a Star Kid show. You're so funny. But
I've never seen it.
You would
or
like
listen to it.
It's pretty good. But I would go for Twisted, so let's hope for that, or Be More Chill, or Sweeney Todd. I don't know yet, but that's just what I'm looking at. Those are auditions I'm gonna look into. Yeah.
Yay! Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anime Angel. BSR.
Thank you.
Kim V asks, how did you meet MrCreepyPasta, and how long ago?
Funny story. I was 16 years old. I was a teenager. I was 8 years younger than how old I am now, which is 24. Crazy, right? I can't believe it was that long ago. And so we kind of, in a weird way, had two ways to meet, because he didn't realize that I was the same person on YouTube. So I was doing like something really dumb on my YouTube channel in the beginning, where I was like, I'm gonna film myself reacting to other people narrating creepypasta, which was like such a dumb idea, because I was
honestly, I feel like people would
No,
watch
it was so stupid. I was sitting in the dark for like 10 minutes at a time, just listening to someone else narrate, and then I would just react to it, and I'd be like, or, oh, that was cool, or, oh, I like his voice. You know, that was the whole video. It was just their narration with my commentary, you know. It was like obnoxious. But then he saw one of the videos and was like, oh, this is pretty good. And then he was like, hey, you have a really nice voice, you should try narrating. And I was like, okay, Mr. Creepypasta, it's not like you're my idol or anything, I'm playing it cool, I will. And then at some point I did, and this is like where we like met the second time, because I was invited to go on Skype with some other narrators at the time who were like, oh my gosh, let's all get in the community and stuff.
I remember Skype.
Yeah, it's not weird. It was like a whole era, but now like Skype doesn't, no one uses it anymore. But so I was hanging out with people on Skype, and then they had friends who had friends, and they had friends who had friends in the creepypasta community. I ended up streaming with this really old narrator. You guys may or may not remember him. His username was Cat Attack, and he had MrCreepyPasta join in as a guest one time on one of the streams, and me and him officially, we officially met there. And it took him the longest time to figure out that I was the same person that he was talking to on YouTube. So that's how and then he was like, "Oh my gosh, you're that person on YouTube that I just talked to." And I was like, "Yeah, it's been me the whole time." And he was like, "I thought you guys were two different people."
It's me the whole time.
It's
me. Okay, so there you have it, folks.
Was that all of them?
No.
Oh. I was like, what?
No, I have
was
so
like,
much
you still
more.
have paper.
Okay,
Yeah.
Lady Flautist asks, congrats. Well, first, this is
I feel
a little, note. Congrats on your 6K subs, girl.
Thank you.
My question, have you ever considered making a musical audio drama?
Yeah. So yes, I was talking with her about this, and then I kind of went AWOL for a little bit because
Talking with her?
Yeah, Lady Flatta, she's another narrator. And I was like, oh, but yes, I really want to make it happen. It just that a bunch of stuff went down, and I was like, oh shoot, I can't focus on anything right now. But yes, I have like thought of like, oh my gosh, I want to say 2 or 3 different plots for a musical radio drama because I really love that idea, and I love Paul Shapiro, who does a lot of musical radio dramas. You would like them. And so yes, the short answer, yes, I could talk about it all day, but yes, I have thought about making it, and I really want to make one, and I want to make one with you.
All right.
It's okay.
What happened?
My ring light ran out of battery.
Juices.
But it's okay because my camera's still going.
Wait, but I missed the ring light.
No, just read the next
All
question.
right, okay. Gaming Objective asks, Dan here. Congratulations on your new milestone, Giggles.
Thanks, Dan.
It's awesome to see your channels growing fast. It was great seeing you again at San Japan this year, and I know you and the whole community are looking forward to next year's horror theme.
Oh, are we?
I spoke with CreepyPasta.
Yes.
What?
CreepyPasta.
There's a CreepyPasta and a
Yeah,
MrCreepyPasta?
he's number 1. Creeps is number 1.
Oh, okay. When he visited San Antonio, I can't speak, earlier this month.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And he says he wants to join everyone else for next year, but right now Spike, myself, and everyone are working on making it happen. Keep your fingers crossed. My question for you this time is, do you have any special plans or cosplay ideas for the horror theme next year?
Oof, I have so many. Okay, so every year, I always bring my Giggles costume just because, it's for creepypasta, and even if people, obviously not everybody's going to recognize the costume, but people always have the nicest things to say about my costume because it's got a bunch of cards on the bustle and stuff. Like, I always get really great comments on that. And then, so I don't know if this is going to happen anymore, but Madame Macabre and I talked about this 2 years ago. We were like, we should do a gender-bent Freddy versus Jason, because she loves Jason Voorhees and I love Freddy Krueger. And it works out because I'm shorter and she's like so tall compared to me. Mm-hmm. So we could run around being a hilarious gender-bent Freddy versus Jason. I don't know if that's going to happen though, because I haven't talked with her about it recently. And then, another friend that I met at the con, we only really see each other at San Japan every year. He approached me on Instagram and he was like, hey, have you heard of Has Been Hotel? And I was like, yeah, I love it. And he's like, I'm going to cosplay Alistair, the radio demon. And I was like, oh my gosh, no way. I was going to cosplay Charlie, who's the main character of it. She's like the princess of hell or something. And
don't know why you're looking at me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I was trying to explain it to you. Oh. But so I was like, oh my gosh. So he and I were kind of unintentionally going to cosplay together. And then, but I don't know if this is going to happen yet either. I may or may not have a friend that is going to be the Phantom, in which case I will be Christine Daae again.
Spoiler alert.
So, well, I don't know if it's going to happen. But yeah, so those are that's what I'm looking at next year for San Japan. I just bit my own tongue.
Yum.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cannibal?
ready?
Yeah.
J9, I think, asks, congrats on the subs. What's your favorite book? There's another question, but I'm going to do that after.
I just like how you said it. Hey, congrats. What's your favorite book?
What's your favorite book?
Oh my gosh.
A fairy tale?
I really know. Well, right now it's this horror book called The Third Twin. And I love it.
It doesn't make sense.
No, it does. It's about, okay, hold on, quick synopsis, because this is a really good book. So The Third Twin, it's a horror, mystery, thriller, what did you call it? And what it is there's these two girls who are twins, and they're, they have their own thing and everything, and they each have their own necklace with like a bedazzled A on it, but they've made up a third persona that they have a separate name for and a separate backstory for, and it's for the purpose of like going out to date guys and then never seeing them ever again. And so like each twin will take turns being Alicia, because they all have A names. So they've made a third twin, but one of the guys that Alicia dates ends up dead, and both twins have no idea who did it. They're like, I didn't do it, so you must have done it. And they're like, well, I didn't do it, so you had to have done it. So it's like, oh my gosh, is Alicia real? It's such. I've been thinking about it a lot lately, even though I read it like a year ago. It was a really good book, and I was like, oh.
Right. Second question.
Yes.
Your thoughts about olives on pizza?
I don't like them.
I really like olives on pizza.
I don't like olives. Olives are not my favorite.
I like olives.
Well, she also just likes cheese. She doesn't like pepperoni.
But I also like olives.
Okay. Well,
I'll eat pepperoni.
You can tell that to your
I would
YouTube
just rather
audience.
have a cheese pizza.
Well, I would rather have pepperoni.
But if I was feeling spicy, I would put black olives on there.
Spicy?
Well, black olives aren't spicy, but if
spicy?
I were feeling spicy, I would put black olives on there.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, Honey Boy asks, do you have any real life ghost / paranormal experience? Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes,
I do.
I mean, like, I believe there's a spiritual realm where things go wrong all the time. But ghosts, like a person coming back to like haunt somebody, no. I don't believe in those kind of ghosts. I got some stories, but I'll save them for creepypastas.
I like that.
Oh, wait, I think I did one already. If you go on my channel and you watch the series The Little Door, that is a real story that happened that freaked me and my cousin out. And it happened in my grandma's old house.
And if you go back into
What are you gonna say?
her YouTube channel and look at all the Spamalot stuff, that's where we had fun.
That's her Taylor's space.
That's my little plug.
I keep telling her that we need to have our own channel because John keeps telling us to do that, and Taylor's like, yeah, okay, and then it doesn't happen.
Hey,
You're waiting.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Well,
no, I'm okay, but are you okay?
yeah, but like if someone asks if I'm okay, then that usually means that they're not okay. So are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay, but are you okay?
I'm okay.
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 Okay. I feel like it's only
glad.
funny to us.
We came up with that earlier, and we were like, let's put it in the video.
Way to give them all of our secrets.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was good.
Thank you,
okay.
honey boy.
Thanks, honey boy.
Thanks, honey boy. Okay. The
Great username.
I done one.
Oh, I've seen their comments. Yeah,
Or
I don't know
L?
how to pronounce it.
Is that an L or an I? It's probably an I.
I can't see.
The
I don't
done,
have my glasses.
The I done one.
I can't
asks,
see right now, by the way.
Well, listen to this question.
Okay.
Did you get contacts? She's not wearing them.
I
right
do.
now.
Well, okay, so we just got home from a long day of Taylor being indecisive.
It was Christmas shopping. It's hard.
I'm just joking.
Oh my gosh.
And I didn't feel like putting on my contacts, so I was like, oh, I know, I'll just take off my glasses for this video, and here we are. But yes, I do have contacts. I have contacts. I have had contacts since I was in middle school. Mom, when did I get contacts?
Contact high school.
Oh, okay. I thought it was middle school, but yeah, ever since high school. Thanks, Mom.
Good one. All right. Starman1750
Okay.
asks, what do you think damsel in distress word say.
Word say.
And do.
Oh, are we talking about
As she wearing a long...
ASMR?
As she wearing a long skirt and high heel shoes, slowing getting stuffed head
spam
first into a sack by a...
I'm gonna refrain to answer because I think that's a spam.
Or whoever typed this up does not know how to do.
I was gonna like talk about the stock character, but then I was like, no, I think that's spam. Move on to the next question.
Whoever made this sheet of paper for me to read off.
No, they just copy paste. I just say that.
Oh,
directions.
well, yeah.
Whoever's putting together.
Then that I don't know what that is.
I think it's a spam.
Let me read it again.
No, just move on.
Fine.
It's a spam. I'm telling you. I know.
I
can't even see it.
As she wearing a long skirt
What?
and high heels, she was slowing getting stuffed head first into a sack by a what? By a what?
It's so Grinchy. Well, the Grinch, he's a what? That's right. He's a what?
By a
what? Bro, I don't even know.
Okay. Anne A asks.
Anne A? Oh, I like it.
She has 4 questions. So, how did it feel playing Veronica?
I'm glad you asked. It felt great. You know, I was the understudy, so I only got 1 show, which was great. It was exhilarating. It was adrenaline. It was a lot of pressure because, you know, I had to like get everything right in that one day. And it was getting filmed, so whatever mistakes I made were going to be immortalized. And I was like, yeah, whatever, I'm down. But, you know, for my second musical ever, getting a lead character from a musical that I already really loved, it was definitely a treat. It was very humbling. It was a privilege. So I loved being Veronica.
Aw,
I would be Veronica 100 more times.
Second question.
Yes.
Do you watch anime?
Yeah.
Or anime?
that's how my teacher says it. Yeah, I do watch anime. I love anime. I love Death Note.
I have to sneeze.
And my brother and I started watching Bakano. It's okay. God bless you. And I can't watch Angel Beats anymore because it makes me cry. But I also really like, what's it called? It's the horror one. I can't remember. Read the next question so before my phone battery dies.
If you and all the other creepypasta narrators were Greek gods, who would everyone be?
Oh my gosh, that is such a good question.
That is a funny question.
I want to say, okay, well we have to start with like the main 3, which in Greek myths, which is, you know, Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. So I'm gonna say that creepypasta being the #1 most subscribed to narrator has to be Zeus.
Yeah.
Which leaves MrCreepyPasta at Poseidon. And oh my gosh, there's no one's really like 3. It's mainly those 2. Oh, but you know what? They went on tour with our friend Muji, who's the piano guy. He's a composer from Germany. So I would put him as Hades, just because, you know, the main 3. They all went on tour together. I want to say Madame Macabre is Hecate, definitely, because she's all witchy. And who am I?
Yeah.
I want to say, okay, maybe this is bias, but I would say I'm Persephone, because Persephone is more of a minor character in Greek mythology, and I think I'm like, you know, I'm heard of, but I'm not like huge in the creepypasta community. You know, when people hear Giggles, they're like, oh, it's that girl that did a Lily Madwib on Mr. Creepypasta's channel, you know, so I would say that, but there's so much more though. Like, this is such a good question. I would expand this. Oh my gosh. Hell's Hobo is not a narrator, but he would be Hephaestus because he helps audio engineer. So that makes sense. And who would Aphrodite be? Aphrodite would be Stephanie Swan Quills. Stephanie Swan Quills would be Aphrodite.
Swan kills.
Yeah, she would be Aphrodite. Who would be Athena? I don't know. Oh my gosh, there's so much more.
Okay, no, can't.
I want to answer that more in another video.
Because there's another question.
Okay,
If
sorry.
you and the other narrators were high school teachers, who would teach which subject?
These are such good questions. I would teach drama. Definitely. I would teach acting. Yeah, because I'm the only actor in it. Well, like, that does, like, theater and stuff. Autumn Ivy was in a film recently. Oh, Autumn Ivy. Who would she be in the Greek? I'll think about it later. Autumn would do gym. Autumn Ivy would teach gym. She'd be the gym teacher. Mr. Creepypasta would be the math teacher because he's crazy good at math. Who would be English? Who would be English? Who would be it? I would say
Music would be the piano guy.
Oh yeah, Muji would definitely teach music, of course. And Madame Macabre would teach witchcraft and religion.
Oh my god.
What else is there in high school theater? There's high school theater. High school subjects.
There's history.
Oh, Litterbot would teach history. Litterbot's not really around anymore, but I would hire him as the history teacher. There's government in public high school?
Yeah. I took government.
I don't know who would. Murphy. Oh, don't tell him I said that. Murphy would teach.
Okay, we have
politics.
so many more questions.
Okay,
we gotta move on.
Keep asking me. I'm just gonna check my phone battery. Oop. Nope, I can't tell, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Keep asking.
Okay. Barto TOS 64 asks, "Hi, congrats on 6K subs.
Thank you.
Sorry if you've already been asked this, but do you play any games in your spare time?
Yeah.
If so, which ones? And if not, what do you do instead?"
I've been liking Smite a lot recently. That's why I was so excited about the Greek mythology question. I also play Overwatch every now and then, and I like Pokemon. I'm a Pokemon master. She doesn't believe me.
No, I believe you that you're a master.
Yeah, thank you. That's all I want. I just wanted to get it on camera.
Oh.
Okay, what's the next question?
Okay, Huey Maroney asks, number 1, are there any creepypastas that you'd like to see made into movies?
Ooh, shoot! Okay, so there's one I just, you know what, I can't talk about it because I haven't put it out yet, but there's one that is a 2-part series. It's stinking long. And it's got the greatest plot. You guys will know about it when I upload it. I can't upload it yet because it's not ready. It's not ready yet, but that one would be like a really fantastic film. And then also Pen Pal. I know some people don't really like Pen Pal, but I personally love Pen Pal. That would be a really, it already got turned into an official book. You could buy this guy's creepypasta in a store, Pen Pal, or on Amazon or something. And that would be a really good movie, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also Lily Madwhip, because, you know, I was Lily Madwhip.
The Office Space question. What would you do if you had $1 million? Smiley face.
I mean, what wouldn't I do? I would donate a lot of it, and then the rest I would put into savings, and then put into like travel expenses. Yeah, well, it's easier said than done. Like if you gave me like $1 million right now, I'd be like, Taylor, let's go buy something. Like, you know. True. So that's pretty bad.
All right, Biohazard Studios asks, congrats on Congrats on 6K subs.
Thank you.
Would you play Princess Elizabeth in a paid role for the upcoming season 11 of Axer Ranger series? Love your stories.
Is this another spam?
By the way, also, what was the funniest story that ever happened to you in your life?
I don't know about the audition. I'd have to, if that's real, I'd have to need a little bit more information on it. What was the second part of that question?
What was the funniest story that ever happened to you in your
funniest? Life? I can't tell it on camera. It's not appropriate.
And next. Okay.
That's all.
Miko5 asks, oh wow, has a lot of questions. Okay. Number 1, what are the top 3 creepypastas you've read thus far through this year?
Oof, like that I've done, that I've narrated?
That you've read.
I want to say it's the ones that I've like done, because I think that's what they mean.
They mean
like narrated it, or I don't know. But
read,
but that's what I'm gonna answer, because that's what I end up narrating if it's a good read. I think there is a series, I think it was this year, it was called To the Boy I'm Stalking, where I play this person who stalks another person just for the fun of it, and then the guy that she's stalking turns around on her and is like, oh yeah, well I'm gonna catch you before you can catch me. And I had King Liger, yes, I had there's a different person, King of Prussia, voice the guy, and we had a really good dynamic because, you know, my character was always trying to get him, but his character was trying to get me before he got him, so I really liked that one. And 2 other ones that I really liked, oh my gosh, what I just did it. It was the I think it was called I Can Watch Your Children at Night, which was about a monster that hides under the bed. Like, it is a monster, like, that's like the boogeyman or something, but it watches over the kids because it cares about the kids. Because something really wrong was going on and it was there protectively, but the adults were like so afraid of it, and that was really cool. And also, for a third one, I'm just trying to think of all the ones that I've done. All Saints Day. I really liked that one. It was about this person once a year sneaks into the cemetery to honor people who have been forgotten. And I really liked that. But like, it was creepy because there was like monsters running around. It was
creepy.
Yeah. So that was, or ghosts. I should say ghosts, not monsters. But yeah, those were 3 of my favorite ones that I've read lately. This year.
All right, next one. Same, Miko 5 still. Number 2. How would you imagine a conversation between Lily and Madison go down?
Oh my gosh, those are 2 of the characters that I've played. So because Taylor doesn't know them very well, Lily's a little girl who can see things before they happen.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it's a really cute story. I really love it. And Madison is like this valley girl where like really terrible things are happening all around her, and she doesn't acknowledge it as abnormal. She's just like, oh my gosh, like, did you know what happened when my little brother Tony died? But I don't care because I really want to go hang out with that really cute boy. You know, there's blood everywhere, but I can't clean it up, and it's so annoying because, like, you know, he's going to get me in trouble, my little brother, because he died, and I have to clean up after him. You know, like, it's that level of stupid. So if they were to interact, I imagine it would be that Lily would be trying to warn Madison of some impending doom, and Madison would kind of brush her aside and be like, oh my gosh, this little girl's so annoying, even though she's like only 2 years older than her. Or 2. Wait, hold on, Lily's 9, so she's like 4 years older than her or whatever. She would just be brushing her off. That's what I think would happen, but that would be such an epic crossover showdown. I gotta ask permission from the writers to write that, because that would be so funny, though. That would be annoyingly funny.
Number 3.
Thank you.
If you could go visit any musical of any year with any cast, which show would you choose to see?
Beetlejuice.
Wait, and it says, please don't mention cats. And then it says, kidding. Hey, I like Cats.
Cats was better than I remember it being. Definitely Beetlejuice. I would stink and kill to see Beetlejuice with the understudy Presley Ryan. I think Sophia and Caruso is good, but I really like Presley Ryan. I would want to see it with her as Lydia. Yeah.
Number 4.
Yes.
Do you have a secret talent aside from singing and voice acting?
I'm a good whistler.
She is. She whistled for me in our show.
Wait, why don't we give them a little sample of what we would do? Start with always or whatever.
No. Some things in life are bad. They can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. Da, 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 da. When you're chewing on life's gristle,
There you go.
Don't grumble, give a whistle, and this'll help you for the best. And always look on the bright side of life. Because I couldn't do that.
Yeah, so every night for Spamalot, I would be backstage just watching her, and then she would go into the... But it would be me whistling. But, yeah, that's... I think I'm pretty crazy at whistling.
And then Miko5 says, congrats, Giggles. I saw this coming back when you hit 5K, and I totally see you gaining more. Keep striving and rising.
Thank you!
All right, Blue Fox Garage asks, is there any way to send you a story for you to narrate? No, wait. Is there any way to send you a story? It says 2, but whatever. Is there any way to send you a story for you to narrate if it's worthy?
Yes, there. What was I saying earlier? Sometimes people send in stories and I like it. Right now, you can add me on Discord, which is Giggles #8590. I will gladly accept your friend request, and then you can send me the story there, and I'll take a look over it. And if if my list is a little shorter, sometimes I have stories that will require more voices, more people, and those take a little longer to pump out. And so I need the stories that I can just read by myself. So depending on what I have by the time I get that, we'll definitely see if I'll narrate it. So thanks for offering your story.
I like that.
Yeah.
Will Dolphin.
It's Will Dolphin, the author of Lily Mad with Everybody. Woo!
Oh, really?
I voiced one of your characters.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
If you could become the voice for any famous character in film or television, past, present, or future, who do you wish you could be?
Snow White, because I love the fairy tale, and I think she's just like embodiment of ingenue. No, not the Disney one. Like just the character, just Snow White herself.
Oh.
That's what I would like to go down in history
as
as.
the Disney one too.
Yeah, she was okay.
Oh my gosh, okay.
I just like Snow White.
We have Tyler Grosso
Again?
back with us.
Okay, I thought I had deja vu for a second.
Do you believe in aliens?
No.
There you have it,
That's
folks.
all.
Okay, John8523 asks, how did you start in voiceover?
I was, I think I was 15 or 14 when I got my first microphone. It was this crappy little microphone. It was like this really thin thing, and you just hook it up to the USB. And there, at the time, I think this site like shut down or it got really buggy. It doesn't exist anymore. But back then, there was a site called Voice Acting Alliance where people put up their audition notices for a bunch of things. So all you had to do is just try it, send it in, see if you got cast. And I was like young at the time, and I had like never done anything before, but like I kept practicing, and every now and then I would get something, and so I just kind of kept going. I got a lot of experience from that, and then I started doing YouTube, got way more experience because I was always reading and enhancing my delivery, and then yeah, that's how I started. It was all downhill from Voice Acting Alliance.
All right, Nick G says, how did you get into horror?
Oh boy, when was I not into horror? I was like born into it, man. No, like my mom hates horror. But I loved horror. I loved Courage the Cowardly Dog. I loved scary stories to tell in the dark, and I loved Goosebumps, and that just kind of was my descent into madness. From there, I just went on to like a bunch of other horror things. I love Scream. Scream. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Oh, good. I was gonna make you stay and watch
No,
it.
I like horror films.
Ah! It's so good!
All right. Fuzzums McFuzzface.
Yes, they comment
asks,
on all my videos.
do you have any plans for a new Disney cosplay?
A new one? Well, see, like,
What have you done before?
I could really only be one person, which is Moana.
Moana.
Make way, make way. Yeah, I could really only be one
You can be
Disney
Jasmine.
princess. Yeah, but I don't want to show my navel at a con. And like the thing with Moana is it's very, very high waist, so like you barely see anything. But like Jasmine's so low, I don't want to do it. But I guess I don't have anything planned. Just to answer it short form, but if I did, I would want to be Rapunzel if I could pull it off because I love her.
Rapunzel.
Yeah. I was so excited when you said that in the list earlier. Rapunzel's on the list, and it was like, oh, I'm picking Rapunzel. And then you were like, wait, never mind. And
I was like,
oh,
Rapunzel.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Himikotaga fanboy. Did I say that wrong?
I don't know, but I just like that you tried.
Asks, what is your favorite color?
White.
That's.
I know that sounds racist. Hold on. My favorite color is white because it represents purity and innocence and potential. It's
But
the
I
first...
thought white wasn't a color.
Yeah, it is. What color is this paper? White.
No, isn't white the absence of color?
Whatever. It's my favorite.
Or is black the absence of color?
No, it doesn't matter.
I thought black and white weren't colors.
Whatever. White's my. You can't tell me my favorite color isn't white.
True. But someone was telling me like a long time ago. They were like, no, white and black isn't in the color wheel. That's why in the rainbow you don't see black or white.
You don't see a lot of things in the rainbow. Not exactly. You don't see
That's
chartreuse in the rainbow.
Yeah, but in a color
You
wheel
don't see
too.
Brown in a rainbow. Ooh.
You can't make.
Yeah.
No, you can't make any two colors into white. I guess
Because
you can make colors
it's
into
the
black.
king of colors.
We can talk about this all day.
It's a good color. It's
I'm
my
confused.
favorite. It looks good on my skin tone. I love it.
Yeah, I like white too.
Yeah, and then it's the first thing you see when you go to make a doodle. It's
A doodle.
It's potential filled.
All right.
I like it.
Keller9 asks, will you be doing any more Giggles stories?
Yes, they're coming. I'm sorry.
Good things. Oh gosh. Syphilis?
What do you-
Syphilum.
It sounds like you're trying to say syphilis.
Syphilum asks,
Yeah.
Number 1, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I have no idea.
Probably back here doing a 11K.
In 5 years, 11K? Hopefully not. I hope
Yeah,
I
because
get...
you have 6. So 1,000 a year.
What if no, I've gotten like 2,000 to this year. So...
Then maybe you're 14K.
You're so mean.
I don't know how this little YouTube thing works.
I would like, in 5 years, you know what I'd really like to be doing is professional acting. Preferably
nice,
in
too.
musical theater. That would be really great.
But
Maybe at 60K.
But in 5 years,
you never
we're
know.
gonna be sitting at this couch and doing another
Looking
Q&A.
back on this exact moment in
Yep.
time. Ouch.
Syphalum also
Yeah.
asks, if there was something you could change about artistic media, what would it be?
That not enough of it has meaning. I would like stuff substance and meaning and like things that matter into like every form of storytell.
Aw.
Yeah, that would be me. That's what I would do.
All right, Ken Oh Man asks, number 1, what music do you listen to?
Musical theater and also jazz. I really like jazz.
You like jazz?
Do you like?
Do you like jazz?
I love jazz.
Do you like jazz?
Chicago's right there.
And then number 2, are you religious?
So I don't call it being religious, I call it being in a relationship. I'm not religious for God, I'm in a relationship with God. That's the truth. You can say something now. I'm just kidding.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
No, but I asked you if you were okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
But are you okay?
I'm okay.
Because you don't seem okay.
You don't seem okay either.
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm okay.
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 Jerry the cartoonist asks.
Hi!
Actually, there's a paragraph first.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations, Giggles, on
Thank
your
you.
6,000 subs. I hardly know what to say. I have to admit I struggled a bit on a gimmick for your Q&A, but now I'm sure you figured out what I have decided to do. I'm sorry to whoever's reading this. Hey. I guess this is your burden too.
Oh, it's rhyming.
For on this day, on your 6K, I think I'll give it a try. What I've decided to do this time is ask all my questions in rhyme. So, cringe, right?
That's so funny.
Anyway, number 1.
I love it.
When you're doing your voices, do you have a booth? Or is there a certain program that you often use? How do you keep your voiceover sounding so crisp? What, for this Christmas, should I add to my list?
That's so clever. So my microphone is a Shure 27, which is like, you know, it's a big boy microphone. It's
A big boy.
well, I got it because it said it was able to handle like full-on orchestras, and I was like, oh, that'll be really good since I can be a loud person. You know, it'll be able to handle me, no problem. But I have a very interesting shield around it. So the microphone is right here, but there's like a whole half like dome around it, like this. I don't know if that looks good on camera, but whatever. It's like it's got foam and it kind of conceals everything, and I'm about this far away from the microphone, and that's all I really do. Every now and then, if I feel like my computer is too noisy, I just fold one of my sarongs and put it on the computer to stop the fan noise.
Do you know the brand?
Yeah, sure. It's called Shure.
Oh! I was like,
It's
cool.
SHURE, and then I have the SM27. Oh, I didn't say SM before. The Shure SM27 is my microphone.
See, that's important stuff.
Oh yeah,
He's gonna add it to his list.
you better. It's pretty pricey, but you'll get it. It's a really good
Number
microphone.
2.
Yes.
So here's a quick question, and I hope it's not too nosy.
Hmm.
How far have you gotten on those original short stories?
Oh man! Oh, why'd you ask that? Why'd you ask that? My original short stories. So the thing with me is I always finish a script and then I don't feel good about it, and I'm not sure. Especially if it's like an older project, I still like, I really need to put stories out there. But if it's like something I've written within the last year, I'm all of a sudden okay with it. So I really need to get on it a little bit better. But they're coming.
They coming.
They're coming, I'm sorry.
Number 3.
Yes.
What's San Japan like? I want to go, but I don't know. Hopefully someday I might. That's it.
San Japan's really... Wait, is that the last question?
No.
Oh.
There's one more.
Oh, okay, cool. San Japan is really, really great. It's really great meeting people. It's really fun seeing all the different things. It's fun going to a con in Texas because, you know, I live in LA, but now I've gone to so many out there in comparison to over here in LA. It just, like, that's more of, like, my home for cons now. But San Japan is a really great experience. I really like the different themes, and I really like the layout of the location. And also I love that the hotels are, like, right there. Like, the Grand Hyatt is right there. You go down, if you're staying in the Hyatt, you go right down to the lobby, and you just walk in, and there's the con. So that's really nice. If you've ever gone to a con, you have to walk all the way to, like, the convention center. It's really nice being in the hotel and then just walking out, and you're like, oh, it's right here. And it's also just really fun having friends who have their own booth there, because if, like, I feel like I've run into someone really creepy, I could just run over to my friend's con. So, I mean, my friend's kiosk, that's happened a couple times.
Oh,
but,
gosh.
Yeah, so it's very fun. I love San Japan. I hope you can go to it one day.
All right, next question. And the last question, but I have something nice to say after.
Okay.
From the same guy, I believe.
Alrighty.
Jerry.
Oh, yes.
Number 4. Have you seen Has Been Hotel?
Yeah!
Hang on! He's rhyming.
Oh, shoot.
If not, give it a watch. For the most part, it's swell. But here's a fair warning. It's about demons in hell.
Yeah. I actually really enjoy Has Been Hotel. I'm going to tell you the premise of it so that it doesn't sound creepy. So, Has Been Hotel, it's basically about, like, the main character, Charlie, is, like, the princess of hell.
Charlie!
Yeah, she sings, too. But, it's about, like, she's, like, the princess of hell, and, like, every year, like, hell is overpopulated, so they have to keep exterminating them, like, every year. And so, you know, she, being the princess of hell, like, really hates that, like, you know, all these people are dying, so she tries to rehabilitate them so that it won't be overpopulated and somehow get them up into heaven. And it's, like, it's a crazy idea, and you know, at first I was really iffy about that because I really don't like things with demons in them. But I thought this cartoon was very well-meaning.
You like horror movies?
Yeah. Well, I don't like the ones, like, I don't like The Conjuring or Insidious or Paranormal Activity.
Those are the best ones.
No, I like slashers. I like ones about people.
You're gory.
No, I'm not a gore person.
You're not gore?
Well, I mean, it doesn't bother me, nor do I like it, but I'm just like...
I'm not squeamish.
I'm like, yeah, that's gore, whoop-de-doo. But like, okay, Has Been Hotel, it's very well-meaning, though, and also it's very well-written. The voice acting is 10 out of 10. And the character designs are so fun and vivacious and flawless. And so I really like Has Been Hotel. I'll be the first to say it. Yeah.
And he says, and I think that's it. So cheers to all your success, and here's to 6,000 more. And once you make it to 100K, I think I've run out of material. But seriously, I sincerely hope that you have a very progressive year. I believe in you, kid. Keep up the great work.
Thank you so much. And thank you everybody else for asking me questions. Yay! I'm sorry if I was a little sloppy here. But thank you so much for asking me all your questions. Thank you for celebrating my 6K Q&A with me. Yay! Thank you, Taylor, for reading all of your questions. Woo!
Sorry again if I messed up your name.
It's fine. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Bye!